Welcome to the brand new video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create custom coded background image slider effect in GoHighLevel absolutely from scratch, and this code is available for absolutely free. I'm going to show you in this video how you can implement the code which I'm going to give it to you for free so that you can create this amazing seamless. I was wondering how to create a background seamless image slider custom coded so that I can benefit and give it to my clients. But then why not to give it to my subscribers as well for absolutely free? So make sure that you watch the video till the end. First things first, this is exactly how this slider looks. It has 6 images that kind of seamlessly comes and goes, right? So it kind of slides through it, right? It has a beautiful effect through it, right? And you can use it to make your sites, funnels, landing pages look premium, right? Exactly how I do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you this particular code. The only thing that you need to write in the comment section is write CODE code, and this particular link will be sent to you for absolutely free without any cost. All right. And I'm going to show you how to implement the entire coded structure. Right. First things first, what we see here is basically just the hero section or the home section. We have a navigation bar here. We have the main hero section where we have the background image sliders being changed, and then we have the footer. Okay, let's get inside the builder and let me show it to you how this entire thing works. I'm going to quickly make sure that I'm using the required width. I'm going to delete this. I don't really need it because I'm going to show it to you from scratch. So now I only have the the footer and the header, which is fine. But let me create the middle section, which is going to be the section where this entire video plays, right? I'm going to show that to you. First of all, let me create a particular section. So I'm going to go to sections. I'm going to select full width. Okay. Please make sure you watch the video till the end and follow exactly how I do it, because I have seen a lot of people who take this code, which I give it to them, but they're not able to implement it correctly. Now, do understand that these are softwares and codes. So if you do not implement them bit by bit, this is going to create issues and this is not going to work. So make sure that you do it bit by bit exactly how I show it to you. All right. First, we've created a section. You can create a navigation bar, a footer if you want. If you don't want, that's also fine. So if you have to create this particular section, right? And in this section, I'm going to write these particular keywords, which is private event space is for when. So I'm going to write that as well. Let me quickly write that. I'm going to add a column. I'm going to add a headline here, and then I'm going to write this particular text. Let me quickly make sure the text is simple, easy, and readable, of course. All right, so this is there. I'm going to make sure this looks exactly the same. Private event space, right? I'm going to make it like 72. That's fine. All right, I'm going to add subtext here, which is going to be perfect for birthdays and baby showers. This is just the common buildup. I'm showing it to you. So make sure that you first build your entire copy, structure, everything, and then add your code, which is very important to understand. All right. Do not add the code right away. Just make sure that you have everything there. And then we have a beautiful button which says book here, stay now. I'm going to add a button here. I'm going to add the button simple, straightforward, and this is going to say book your stay now. And this, let's say, make it content font. I'm going to go to style. I'm going to have some spacing all around, so that is going to be around 20 pixels. I'm also going to add a trust badge, which kind of looks like this. So I'm quickly going to add a short image. I'm going to make sure that I add an image. Okay, let me quickly add that particular image. I'm going to go here, image. All right, the image width, let's say the image height is only 50. It's too big. 30 should be fine. Let me make it 40. Okay, 36. Perfect. All right. So now the basic layout is done, right? This is the section I have. The basic layout is completed, guys. Now what I do is I want to add the spacing and all that, right? Because this is a widescreen structure. It should ideally take the entire desktop screen, top, bottom, left, right. So I'm going to make sure that I have all that in place. I'm going to select the section here. I'm going to go to styles. Then I'm going to do is I'm going to add here, let's say on the top, I'm going to make sure this is VW, and let me add 12. I think that should make it look nice. I think 12 is too much. Let's add around 6. All right, I'll do the same at the bottom. I'll do VW, and then I'm going to add 6. Awesome. Okay, I think okay. Let's not add here. What I'll do is let's just keep it simple because I want to add the padding, not the margin. So I'm going to add, let's say, 7, and then this is going to be VW here. Same, I'm going to just copy the 7 here. Let's make it 0. Let's go to 20 pixels, and then let me add and make sure this is V. All right, looks good. I think this looks good. Now, the second thing that I need to do here, as you can see, that first of all, for the image to appear nice, neat, and clean, it has to be, with a dark background. Otherwise, the text would not populate well. So for that, what I need to do is I need to make sure that I select the background and then I make sure the background color here is black, right? So let me do that. Of course, it's going to hide the text. So I'm going to make sure the text are white. All right, let me quickly do that. Perfect. Now let me change some colors here on the font, just to make sure that I'm copying things just like how I wanted. Let me quickly add that. Let me quickly add an animation to this, which I like, which is the hover effect. It should be fine. All right. So we have the basic structure here. Let me quickly preview it and show it to you as to how this particular thing looks so that you can have a better idea here. All right. Do you see it? This is how it looks. I probably want to add a few more width. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to select here. I'm going to go to style, and then I'm going to add probably 9. 9 might look good. Let's add 9 here. So you have to adjust the padding here depending on what suits you best or what you think is going to look best, right? So it's a bit of a manual process or a hit and a trial process, which is fine. It's part of the development. Okay, this still looks like this, but the one that I showed you to you looks pretty neat and clean. So I'm going to make it 10. So let's just make it 10. I think that should be good. All right, let's stick to that. Now, okay, you have to make the background black. Now, I want to have these images kind of slide, right? Look really nice with the background blackish tilt effect, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the entire code here. Again, you have to write code in order to get the entire code. The instructions are pretty clear. It says GHL background image slider codes by Pritam High Level. It shows you an image of how it's going to look like. The code starts here, clear, very clear instruction. Please follow this very, very carefully, right? So select the entire thing that you see here. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll, right? Scroll down, right? This is, okay. Now, you see it says code ends here. So just above it, select the entire thing, copy it, go to your account, go to your custom CSS. Okay, let me just remove everything here and then add it. This is the fresh added code. Okay. Few things to note, right? And now I'm going to explain you the entire code. Once I've added it, it's done. Let me show you the changes you need to make. Okay. So this is the code. You will be able to see something called add your section ID, right? This is what you need to add, and this is going to be different for each one of you. Okay. This cannot be the same. So you'd add a section ID. I'm going to show you how to get the section ID. And there are a few places that you need to add. Do you see that? Add section ID here, add section ID here, add section ID here, right? Scroll down, add section ID here. Anywhere where it's written add section ID, that's exactly where you need to write. I think we are pretty good till now. All right, looks like it's done. Okay, so those section where you need to add section IDs, it's going to be the same ID. So you don't have to think about different IDs. Just the main section which you're going to use, which is this section, right? This entire section, you just use the same ID and add it everywhere. The second thing that you need to add is, if you see, it says images, and then you have image 1 URL, and it says add your image here 1, which is the first image you need to add. Image 2 says add your image here 2. So you need to add your URLs, which could be JPG, PNG. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So we've added all the code here, which we copied from our document, which is going to be given to you for free the moment you write code in the comment section. All right. Now I'm going to select the section here. Do you see that? I'm selected the section. It's green in color. I'm going to go to, so you have settings here. I'm going to go to styles on the right hand side here. I'm going to go to the bottom, and then you will find something called as CSS selector, right? Copy the CSS selector. This is the section ID that you need to add. Go to your custom CSS and everywhere these, all right? Make sure that you add it very correctly, exactly how I'm adding it. There should not be any confusion at all, right? As you can see, I'm just removing it and adding it, removing it and adding it. Do you see that? It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You need to add only one section ID and that should be good. All right. Now this is exactly how it's going to look like. This section is going to come down a bit, which is fine. Now it's still black because we still haven't added any images. Now what you need to do is you need to upload 6 images that you need to add background. So what you need to do is go to the media storage and add 6 images. Do you see? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to add these images to our code. So the first thing you want to do is once you upload your images, you're going to click on these 3 dots. The moment you click on these 3 dots, you will be presented with a few options. Now the third option shows get link. Click on get link and the link will be copied to your clipboard. Now close it. Do not upload anything. Just quickly go to your custom CSS. Come here. Do you see it says image1 URL? Add your image here 1. I'm just going to remove add your image 1 and I'm going to add my JPG. Do you see that? It says JPG. All right. This is exactly how you add your stuff. All right. The first one is added. Make sure you save it. It's very important. Save it. And then you need to go back and add. See, already the image started populating. So quickly add all of these. So let me quickly add the second one. Again, click on 3 dots. Get the link here. Close it. Come back to your CSS. Go to the second one. And then add it very, very carefully. Exactly how am I doing it? Should not be any issue at all, because everybody who kinds of takes code from me, it works, guys. It works. So, so I'm sure it's going to work for you as well. So close it down, go to your CSS selector, and then you have your the third image lined up. Let's add it. You already see the background being populating, looking nice. Do you see that? It looks pretty fantastic. Let's go ahead. So we've already done with the 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go with the fourth one. Let's get the link here. Let's close it. Let's go to the CSS back and let's add the fourth one as well. Now let's go back and let me add the fifth one. All right. So we have here get link. All right. Let me add the fifth one into the CSS selector. Oh, sorry, the custom CSS section. Let me add it, and this is as well. We are left with the last one. Let's go ahead and let's add the last one as well. Get the link. Guys, I spend hours and hours. I don't write this code. Again, I use Chat GPT. I have a basics, coding knowledge, but then, when you have a marketing knowledge, a bit of coding knowledge, you have AI knowledge, you kind of build a few things around. I would love to give this to my community. So take it for free. Just write CODE. All right. As you can see, it's already started previewing just here, right here on the page builder as well. Make sure this is 100% mobile optimized. So just go to the mobile view. And as you can see, what you need to do is just change the text size here from 72 to make it 52, right? That should be good. The text size here can be around 20, right? This looks good. Sorry. Okay. Probably just reverse it, undo it. Very simple to undo stuff in high level. All right. Now the spacing here in style, you have 10 width and just make it around 6. That should work. Yeah, that looks works. Yes, works fine. Awesome. This is exactly how it's going to look like. Let me use the size of the button as well. Let me see if I can do that. I should be able to do that. 17. Perfect. And let me do the same for the mobile as well. Make it 30. Perfect. Looks amazing. Okay, desktop looks amazing. The CSS works really fine. The mobile looks amazing. The CSS works again fine. Let me preview it to show it to you how exactly we were able to implement the entire custom code in high level from scratch. As you can see, we already have the image sliding effects being worked upon. Very smooth, very neat, very clean, very premium effects are being displayed here. And this is again, as I said, not just for the desktop mode, but also for the mobile version. So if you just quickly click on here, inspect and go to the mobile version, you will be able to see that it looks perfectly fine on the mobile version as well. Looks pretty nice. All right, guys, this is exactly what you need to do, right? To get this particular code, just write code in the comment section, and I'm going to give it to you for absolutely free. Make sure that you watch this tutorial a few times at least, just so that you can implement it the right way, because if you even miss a comma or a dot and an image, anything, this is not going to work out, right? So exactly follow my videos, and this is going to be helpful for you. Let me know in the comment section if you liked it, if you're using it for yourself, for your clients, and what kind of other CSS videos do you need from me, so that I can put efforts in order to create it for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And in case you want to work with me, go to PritamBhadra.com. All the links will be in the description. It's done with me and my team. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.